Alright, I'm going to kind of go over here what I've done so far. And for the oil feed, right there, there's going to be a plug that's behind your power steering pump. It takes I believe it's a 3/8. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. You're going to see this back behind the power steering pump, and it's going to be pretty hard to break loose because it's got Loctite on it from the factory. So once you get in there, break it loose, and then that's a 3/8 to 4 AN fitting right there. And so once you get the old one out, wrap that one in some Teflon. And I had to remove my coolant reservoir, and I'll remove this top power steering hose so I could get in there. Mainly because I wanted to start the new fitting by hand. I didn't want to try to start it with the ratchet and all that. It's I think a 20-something millimeter socket. I didn't want to try to start it with that. I wanted to make sure the threads were engaging by hand, and so I removed those to get access into there. And then I got it started, and then I got it in about maybe 2 turns. It started getting tighter than I wanted it to feel. So I backed it out a turn, and then ran it in 2 turns, and then backed it out a turn, ran it in 2 turns to kind of gently coax the thread so you don't strip it. The last thing in the world you want to do is strip that out. So if it feels too tight and you don't like it, like I said, back it out 1 turn, run it in 2 turns. And repeat that until you feel like you've got it seated well. Let's see, and then you're going to take your fitting from there. It's going to take a 4 AN hose. I apologize, I should have gotten the hose out here already. Let me go grab it real quick. It's going to take a hose just like this. This is a 4 AN hose. And this one, straight, the 90 screws into that. It's going to go over the engine or around the engine, and then thread into your turbo right here. Boom, just like that. And then this right here is going to be your drain, and it's an 8 AN hose. And I'll show you how the drain works real quick. I should have already had this out here. So let me go grab it too. So I bought a kit that had the oil pan already ready. So this is the oil pan. It's already been tapped, and it's got this in it. This is an 8 AN hose right here. Let me see if I can find the fitting, because I've got an extra one in here somewhere. Not sure where it's at. Oh, there it is. 16 millimeter oil drain pipe, 45-degree no weld. And that's what's in the oil pan. So you can take your oil pan off and do it yourself. So that's that for the oil system. For the fuel system, I've already uploaded a video on how to replace the injectors. I've got the Rally Art injectors with mine, and then there's a online video already showing how to do the fuel pump on the Lancer, so I'm not going to get into that. Let's see. Oh, intercooler and intercooler piping. All right. So we've got this piece right here. Someone called me. All right. So let me hang this up. So anyway, you've got this right here. Is going to go over the. It kind of goes around like that and hooks up. Now this piece right here, this is all the Rally Art factory stuff. You can see it's got the 2 factory holes. And I haven't really figured out what I'm going to do about that, because it is hitting there. So I'm not sure on that yet. I'll have to sort that out when I get to it. Maybe I can just cock it a little bit and drill new holes. But anyway, so that goes down, it goes into the intercooler. And then when you want to mount the intercooler, I've actually already got a new intercooler because this one got mangled in shipping. So anyway, there's 2 factory bolts. Actually, there's 4 factory holes. You'll see right here. There's one. I've got that one. And that one, then there's another one over there. So, but this is a boxed in frame, so you can't get a nut up inside here. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna drill, this is only this thick. You're gonna take your drill bit and you're gonna drill straight through it and put a nut on the back side, like so. But as you can see, it's slightly higher than this. So, in order to get to that, there's a few bolts right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right there. Unbolt this core support, radiator support. Stick something underneath this side, and then grab you a tool. Grab you something to wedge this up, so that's up and off. Then get you a tool and gently pry up onto that, or have somebody lift up on it so you can get your clearance to get your drill in there to drill straight through it, and then put you a nut and a bolt on that side, and then do the same thing over here. And then you've got this intercooler pipe right here, comes out, comes around, and then hold on, I'll remove this. See where that's the pipe we left off down there. As soon as I can get focused on it, there it is. And it comes up, and then 90s right into the intercooler. So anyway, here. Alrighty, so I guess that's it for this time. I've got my exhaust manifold. Oh, I'll go ahead and touch on that real quick. So I've got this exhaust manifold gasket. Let me hang this light up one moment. Alright, so I got this, ordered the 2010 Rally Arc exhaust manifold gasket. Now, as you can see, as I'm about to show you, this thing has a flange. See? And it would not fit because there is a bracket right there. It was the engine, factory engine lift bracket. And when I tried to slide this on, it wouldn't go on. So I removed that bracket. And then, let's see if I can get it on there now. Can't hardly see. And then it slid right on. Which of course I can't see right now, so. Anyway, so that's about it for right now. I still got to do the oil pan. I've already got my oil pan gasket. I still got to do the map sensor, oil pan, hang the turbo manifold, plumb the turbo with water, and finish the oil. I was told that there is a water line that runs, yep, here it is. This line comes right here and then runs into the throttle body. And that is a water line. You're going to put that in line with your turbo. So, I've still got some work to do, but we're getting there. All right. Appreciate you checking it out. I'm kind of doing this as I go. I'm having some help from some of the guys that have done this before, so I'm kind of trying to document this so people don't have to do what I'm doing, which is bug the shit out of people for questions like I'm having to do, because I don't really know how to plumb the turbo with oil, with water. You know, I got a whole pile of parts, as you can see, and I didn't know where any of them went. This right here plugs in down there in that hole right there. This is the factory blow-off valve. But anyway, alright, well, stay tuned and check out for the next video. I've got some other videos up, part 1, part 2, and this is part 3. I've got a how to change injectors video as well, so check them out and let me know.